Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin, principal of Simply Improve Health, and I help people to train better, recover more quickly, have improved sleep, and enjoy better quality of health using native to the body products and simple techniques. This evening, I'm wrapping up my preview, if you will, of my new course, which will officially launch in the new year. But I wanted to return to voice reversals, which is a featured bonus on my course, because it is an interesting way of literally turning your life around. And what I mean by that is that the way voice reversal works is that well, before I start that, let me give you a bit of background. I'm currently actually doing a voice reversal myself, and just to learn about the process and what it entails so that I can talk intelligently about it. So it's brand new to me, and we're going to do a taster of it live in the new year so you can see exactly what it is and find out why I've decided that it was a good addition as a bonus to my course. Now, the I'll share with you what's been happening and what I've learned so far. I mean, I've just had one session, and usually it runs in a series of steps, several steps, which culminates in taking the reversals that you get from the sessions and working with a therapist of some kind or other, or whether it be a psychotherapist or a healer or a body worker or someone, to be able to work through those reversals. So what I'm doing at the moment is I've just done the recording, not over the weekend, and then I will get back what came out of the process of listening to the reversals. Now, the reversals are a really interesting sort of thing because, as I understand it, it's literally taking the answers to a series of questions, ordinary questions, nothing special or tricky, and using them in a process where they're actually played backwards. I mean, it reminds me of stuff that they used to talk about in the in the 60s about playing Beatles records backwards, or Black Sabbath or somebody or other, to hear the hidden messages. And it's a bit like that, but not quite so sinister or as way out as it sounds. So anyway, in this process, the recording the answers to these questions, which are analyzed in some way by playing them backwards. And it's a way of the unconscious actually speaking. Even while your conscious mind is working, your unconscious mind is underneath delivering messages that you're just not picking up. So once this process has taken place and they listen to the reversals, then the real work begins, is to hear what the reversals are about, and then look at ways, usually, like I say, with a therapist or counselor or someone, to be able to work through those reversals. And the reason why I've decided that this was a useful additional tool, as well as a bonus for clients who invest in my course, is because it's a yet another way of tapping into the unconscious and the messages that it has for us. So, for example, my course is about dream interpretation, and that's coming again, dipping into the unconscious mind to find out what's going on there. But this is yet another tool that can be brought to bear to be able to hear what important messages your unconscious has to deliver. So, process, which is to respond to this series of questions. My next session is supposed to be to actually listen to the reversals and find out what is going on in my unconscious mind. I can't wait. I don't know what is going to come up, but I'm sure it's going to be quite interesting. So it's an opportunity for to rewind, to unwind some of the stuff that I wasn't aware of that was going on deep inside. So the next step of this process then, as after listening to the reversals, it says to work with someone to work through the reversals, and that's where it becomes more relevant, even more relevant to my course, because what I ask students to do is to go through the voice reversal process and to bring their top reversals, say 3 to 5 reversals, to their consultations with me to be able to identify specific issues and see how we can work through them. And then at the end, to check back to see what changes have occurred as a result of working through the reversals. So this is not only, I think, I believe, giving additional value to my course, but giving additional tools and value to the people who take the course, because it's just yet another means of getting in touch with the deepest part of themselves and understanding what really is going on. So how would that help you? Well, have you ever had that feeling where you said, oh, I knew I should have done such and such, or I just felt that such and such was the right thing to do, but didn't do it? Well, those promptings were probably coming up from the unconscious mind in some way, and you had been given little clues, but you weren't listening, or you weren't following, or you weren't understanding, or you refused to listen. I mean, or a combination of all of the above. But there's no excuse if you have the tools to do it, and you really want to change your life, improve your life, live the life that you're meant to live. You have to listen to what is best for you, and your unconscious, which knows all about you, even though you know very little about it, can tell you, because it's scoping everything around you and saying, this is something you should be looking at because it's important for you. Now, whether that be, indications for maybe a new job idea or a new business or a new relationship, your unconscious mind has all the tools you need, all the information you need to be able to make intelligent decisions that will positively, or in the case, negatively impact your life. So I would challenge you to think about that. Are you listening to the little messages that are coming up from your unconscious? And they come in many, many forms, not just dreams. Voice reversals is one way to tap into it. I've named several methods that can be brought to bear. But the point is, are you listening to the messages, however they're coming to you? If you're not, and you'd like to, because you think it's important, then you should get in contact with me and find out more about my course. Find out about, there's a webinar that you can watch that will tell you more about the course and how it works. Or you can simply get in touch with me, leave a comment, send me a personal message, and I'll be happy to talk to you about it. Now, having said all of that, I'm going to be kind of winding things down between now and Christmas, because you're all going to be busy running around shopping for gifts or shopping for food, as if it's, the last day on earth. And you'll be pretty distracted. So though I'll be sending out little messages, just to keep my hand in, as it were, I won't be doing any lives until January 6th. And I will send out notice about that, but it's going to be a special live. It's going to be doing a live mini taster of voice reversals, so that you can see for yourself exactly what part of the process is anyway. In the meantime, have a great evening, a wonderful week, an absolutely wonderful holiday period, whether you're celebrating Hanukkah or Christmas or some other holiday. Have a wonderful one, and I will see you in the new year on my special live. And also, I'll be putting up some information with regard to voice reversals that you can have a look at and find out a bit more. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.